Sharon, looking back on last season, what was easier and what was harder than you expected?
I think the starting with the easiest, or what we felt, came a little bit easier, is just just adjusting to brand new, brand new program, understanding, having our kids that were so good, our 12 players, just adjusting to travel expectations, um, you know, understanding that we're starting from the ground up. And I think that the type of young women that I brought in and the leadership that we had allowed us to manage the up and downs. So I thought, and you have to have great young people to do that. And so, I think that was big. The hardest thing I felt was that our team wanted goals, which I didn't give them because you don't know what you don't know. And so for them, it was like, what goals? Well, the goals is every day you're being the best version of yourself. The best day you're being competitive. If you're prepared, you do everything that you need to be, things will fall into place. And, so obviously this year going into this upcoming season, now we know a little bit more. So now we can set our goals for ourselves.
The team suffered a lot of injuries, and I'm not sure anyone got to see what they are really capable of. What can this team at full strength achieve?
I really feel our team last year, the youth that we had, the injuries that we went through, that's life. I mean, you're going to have some hard knocks, and how do you handle that? And the players that played, and Michaela Primo being beside me, one of those players that led us, it was grit, toughness. It doesn't matter. If you have 12 players, if you have 6 players, you got to be the best that you can, and you're standing for something bigger and presenting, our culture, which is very, very important. And I was just really pleased with that group, and they're that foundation. And now when you add the pieces of players that didn't play, it makes us stronger. Our fiber gets more strength. And, now we feel that we'll be put in situations where we can have better shot opportunities, rather more one-on-one, or putting ourselves in a tough situation, rather just attacking and finding the open person, sharing the basketball, and having more assists this year. So, very excited for, this upcoming season.
Fantastic. Real briefly, other than Michaela, talk about some of the players you have coming back, and also the new faces that could make an impact for you.
Yeah, I feel, this past year with Michaela leading us the way, and, we played a very young group of young women, and, some players that were injured this past year were Lydia Gattosi, who was a Division I transfer from Canisius, and Sheridan Bostic, who's a fifth-year senior from Texas. So, just adding more scoring and more opportunities that way. Brielle Bartlett played through the year, but had some significant back injuries and those type of things. And, we have 4 incoming freshmen. You never know. Our freshmen helped us last year. I just think it's strength in numbers, so we can do a lot of things a little differently this year, have a lot more energy throughout the entire game, and be able to press and play a different style.
Great. Go ahead and pass it over to Michaela. In your mind, how did the team develop over the course of last season? Will that continue, you think, into this year?
Oh, yeah, of course. As far as just developing over the course of last season, just mental toughness, grit, just really grinding it out with one another. Like you mentioned before, we suffered some injuries early on that were unexpected. And then we were a young team, so we really had to step up in big ways. And so I just think it really shows that we are resilient. We're a team that is resilient, that no matter what is thrown our way, we will continue to press on no matter what's thrown our way. And so I think that's a really big defining piece of who we are and the culture that we stand for our team. And so that's what I would say to your question.
What role do you see for yourself, and what goals do you have for yourself and for the team?
Yeah, so like I said, from last year, I thought we played very well. All the games that we played in were neck and neck. And so this year, just that leadership role is where I see myself coming in, having an experienced year of the Peach Belt Conference. I mean, having that 1 year, our conference is so tough. And so having that year of experience that I played very high minutes, I was able to experience the goods and the bads, things to work on, weaknesses and strengths. And so I think going into this year, I have a better understanding of how we can better prepare for the challenge ahead. The wins and losses will come. The wins will come. You shouldn't be concerned about the wins. We're not. We're focused on the preparation. And so as a leader, just being able to prepare my team, prepare myself for the battle ahead. It's going to be a battle. That's Peach Belt. It's going to be a battle. And so, yeah, just as a leader, that's kind of where I see my role, and just continue to be vocal.
What excites you the most when preparing for the season?
What excites me the most is that we're the underdogs. Last year we were the underdogs. I love that we were at the bottom of the bracket for the standings. That excites me. I don't want to be at the top. Sure. So, going into this season, yeah, I love that because that is what is going to fuel us. We love that. We love the competitive nature. That excites me. I mean, the ceiling, there is no ceiling for us. Sky is not the limit for us. I think we are going to do great things, but like I said, we don't focus on the wins. We focus on the preparation. Day in and day out, giving 100% of what we have. I mean, I am so excited about that. So excited for opportunities that will present itself. And like Coach mentioned, we have 16. So I'm excited to have a full roster. I know we dealt with injuries last year, down to 7 at one point. So that is what excites me, having a full team ready for battle. And look, we're ready. We're ready. So yeah, that's what excites me.